Okay, so the first thing that you're going to do is make the dough. Now to make the dough, you're going to need about 2 cups of flour, about 1 cup of salt, and you're also going to need about 1 cup of water. Okay, and that's all you need to make the salt dough. So what you're going to do is you're just going to combine the flour and the salt. That's a lot of salt. And then you are going to gradually mix in the water. So I'm going to pour a little bit in and mix it, and a little bit more mix, a little bit more mix. So a little bit, and then mix. And I am actually going to put the camera down while I do this. And what I'm just going to be doing is just pouring some water, mixing, pouring some water, mixing until it's like a dough consistency. Okay, so this is what it looks like now. I ended up getting a little bit more water. I probably used like 1.5 cups of water instead of just the 1. And I might have to add more flour when I am working with this, but we'll see. So what you're going to do is you're going to knead your dough. So you're going to take a little bit of flour. Just take a little flour and lay it down on your work surface. Okay, and then you're going to take your dough and dump it onto the flour. Okay, and as you can see, it's a very like sticky consistency right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to knead it, and we're going to keep adding flour until it's not sticky and it's just easy to use, and it's more like a lump of bread dough. So that's what I'm going to do now. Okay, so I've been kneading it for a while now and just adding flour, handfuls of flour, while I was kneading it. Put a handful of flour and all that. So I think it's a good consistency. It's like a ball of dough. It's kind of like a Play-Doh consistency. Maybe it's like a little softer. Maybe, I don't know, I haven't felt Play-Doh in a while. But, so yeah. So now what I'm going to do is I am going to separate a couple pieces of this dough, and I am going to mix food coloring in. So we have some colorful dough, some regular dough to make the ornaments out of. Okay, so I just separated them into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lumps of dough, and then I'm going to go get my food coloring. Okay, so these are the colors that I'm going to use, and I'm just going to smush them out.
Oh, really?
Like this.
Cool. Oh, cool.
Oh, look, it's the peanut gallery. Smush them out.
Wow.
And then I'm going to put a few drops of each color in each ball of dough.
Are you?
Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to like mush them all around so that the color spreads evenly everywhere. And You will get this on your hands, so if you don't want your hands to have some food coloring, I would say to wear gloves. You might have to add more, like I'm going to be adding more. And I'm just going to mix each one of these all together like this. So I'll be back when that is done. And as you go, you may find that you need to add more flour as you go along. I ended up adding a good amount of flour to all of these because, again, you don't want them to be sticky. If they start getting too sticky, oh yeah, this one's still okay. If they start getting like too sticky, you're gonna want to add more flour. You want them to be like a soft Play-Doh consistency. So all the doughs are done, and now we're going to move on to the next part, which is actually making the ornaments. And when they come out of the oven, they look like this.
Hey, baby. This branch, you see this branch? This branch has Christmas magic on it. Nothing
They're
bad
hard.
ever happens on Christmas Eve. Nothing bad happens on Christmas Eve. I'm gonna hold on to this for you, and when you wake up, all of us, and you guess what? We're gonna make Christmas.
And then you can paint them if you want, or, you know, do whatever you want to do to them extra. And then you just take a string or a ribbon and you put it through this hole. You put it through the hole and you tie it, and then it could be hung on your tree.